I'm going to record this off YouTube today about Belfast because it's pretty scary. Hang on a second, rewind it. And it is coming here, it's going to come. And the thing is, I don't understand why they're burning their own homes or whatever. And it is sounding a bit silly when they're going looking for people, Muslims, whatever, door to door to see if any white people or whatever. That's not going to solve the problem, that's going to make it worse. Because then the Muslims or whatever are going to basically team up like this and start going looking for white people or Jewish people or whatever. You know what I mean? And it's just not going to solve the problem. The Irish, they need to calm down, get boats, get sailing to England. All the Irish, don't be doing this to the houses. Leave the immigrants there, sail to fucking England, right? Because we need a big plan making. We need to stick together, the Irish, the English, the Welsh, the Scottish. We need to get this plan together. This is going to be one of the biggest plans going ever. And it ain't going to cause anything to any migrants or anybody's homes or anybody's streets or anything to anyone. Well, it might cause a bit to the police with us getting in there. But this is why we need very clever people that are ex-military, especially from Ireland, the Irish ex-military people, right? We need people that are clever enough to get over walls and get us into the place and let the people in. And then there's nothing they can do from there on then. Much of. Well, probably get round up and locked up or whatever, but I'm to do what I'm saying, I'm willing to take a charge. Fuck it. It's not going to be the end of the world. Because at the end of the day, this needs to be done. No, mate. No. Yes, but we don't need. Yeah, but mate, I understand what you need. I understand what you mean, and I'm saying a lot of people need to leave. Millions of people need to leave. And we are correct with that, right? But I can't just go around saying every Muslim or every black person or every person, like you're saying. That is getting a bit, that's going to a silly extreme. What I'm thinking is this. At the end of the day, there is no point in be going arguing and fighting and trashing things because nothing's going to get solved. They're not listening because we just don't think we've got governments. People stop talking like we've got governments. We have not got governments. We have got a terrorist organisation. The name is just a cover. It's just a cover. It's just a cover part. It's not actually who they are. They are a terrorist organisation controlling the country and supposedly controlling all of Europe and anything else going on, right? So now, I've put it together. There's a lot of things about King Charles. Lots and lots and lots of things. He's in the Bible. He's a murderer. There's a lot of things about him. People get digging into King Charles and finding out exactly if he's changed his religion or not. Because I tell you what, he's involved with Tony fucking Blair. He's involved before Tony Blair. He's involved with Tony Blair. Fucking all this. Yeah. And I tell you what we need to do as the people. No point in burning stuff and going out rioting. I'm not going out doing that. I don't go into protest or anything because I don't want to see my face. The police or whatever. And plus, I don't want to be arrested for silly things. And then could be locked up for nothing for myself. No, if I ever go and get locked up, then I say that to myself, I'm going to end up with style because I live in Manchester. Then I'll go style in fucking style. For proper doing something properly. And this one will be a fucking proper one. The people need to get together, swarm together, and we need to swarm Buckingham Palace. We need to swarm Buckingham Palace and get King Charles out off that throne. He's not English, he's not British, he's fucking German and he's fucking Greek. And he's changed his religion to Islam. He's definitely converted. He converted in 93, so for that, I don't give a fuck, right? Kings, don't tell me they haven't, because one of my family got his executed. Right, Henry against Percy, whatever, back then. Right, hundreds of years ago, over 1,000 years ago. about 1,000 years ago, something death like that, right? And kings have had their heads chopped off before. Now, King Charles, he's the devil. He is poltergeist. The only way we're going to get rid of poltergeist, we need to exorcise the devil. Because he is the fucking devil. And I don't give a fuck, and I've got no mercy, or no fucking anything, no fucking bad thoughts or nothing to say. If I had a sword, I'd do it my fucking self and I'd chop King Charles's head off. Well, and don't tell me it's aggressive. It's not aggressive. According to the Bible. For sin in the Bible, it's death. For treason, it's death. Hung and quartered. So it's political, not violent. And guess what? Well, I don't give a fuck, yeah. I'll tell you this one. Whoever these jihads are, whatever it's about, yeah, whoever they fucking created, King Charles and all these bastards, right? They're in fucking Italy, from Turkey to fucking Finland. Every country has gone and changed into this radicalised Islam stuff. Everything's been burnt from country to country to country, right? And King Charles evolved. And I'll tell you nothing. Italy, I don't care, right? I'll tell you something, because I'm telling fucking jihads. If they're not getting there first, mate, because we need to do it first, because if they do it first, then we're all fucked. So this is serious, actually. And they want to turn the Colosseum in Italy into a bloodbath, basically starting with the Pope. They're saying these jihads, or these, whoever they are, jihads, whoever, that they want to chop the Pope's head off. They're going to chop the Pope's head off in the Colosseum and then turn it into basically a bloodbath and chopping people's heads off for God knows what, right? So I'll tell you what, they're not far off it, are they? Is that guy doing that in Belfast, chopping someone's head off nearly? Oh, great, they've woke up the sleeping cells, haven't they? Well, I'll tell you what we need to do. The pushback is we need to get to fucking King Charles first, and we need to get him out, and we need to chop his fucking head off. And I was thinking Scarborough Castle, but if I have to, because he seems to think he can take over fucking Edinburgh Castle, or he thinks he can take over Edinburgh Castle, well, his head up again. We'll be chopping his head off in Edinburgh Castle then. And we'll chop his head off in Edinburgh Castle. Yeah. And then I'll fucking kick it back to Turkey, because that's where he got his religion changed in 1993 to Islam.
And crazy order to
and he's created all of this. So I don't care. No, I don't care what anyone thinks about what I'm saying about King Charles, because I'm fucking correct, and I don't give a fuck what they think. If they think it's whatever, then take a look at what they're doing, and take a look at the bigger picture of who is the elephant no one wants to talk about. King fucking Charles. I'm sick of hearing Starmer. It's not about just Starmer. It's about who is above Starmer, who's controlling Starmer. The king and then Saudi Arabia's money. Qatar's money and all this shit.
The people in Belfast are ordering all Muslims to leave.
And basically, I was going to say, well, basically it sounds like we've been sold down the river to Islam by King Charles and the rest of them. And if they want to do that, the jihad, whoever they are, to the Pope, well, I'm sorry, but we need to do it first to fucking King Charles. We need to do it to King Charles first. That's how we get our country back. That's how we can reclaim our land back. The law of the land of the law. Through the Bible. And Jesus and God. For sinning a treason in the country. The people that King Charles is meant to be a monarchy for have a right to chop his head off. And kings have had their heads chopped off before, so don't give us that one.
I know.
I
it's
know.
a crazy statement. Crazy
it's alright for
to
some
make.
fucking orangutan that they've left out the fucking
And this is not the first time, because they made this this graffiti before.
Fucking Nazi. The only Nazi knows King Charles changing his religion.
The place, the area that they reside in, to leave.
Guess why?
Right now,
because he can't advocate to kill the Jews and the fucking Christians when he's fucking Christian, can he?
in
So we had to change
Belfast,
his
Northern
religion.
Ireland.
And he killed Princess Diana.
And this graffiti is now being painted everywhere.
And
Like
Epstein
this
files.
word on the walls.
They created Hitler, the royal family.
Out.
I was going to say the royal family of Gotha.
Folks,
They belong to Germany.
I don't know how I feel about this. I don't know how you feel about this, but this
fucking royal family.
is not
royal
looking
family,
good. It's going to
family.
set a dangerous precedent in the near future to come. That's why I think, and I'm here to report it to you from yesterday's videos that came out.
Because that's just going to get them to come out.
If our politicians sit and just watch,
we don't need
if Keir Starmer just, keep urging for, calm down, bro, it's going to be too late. Something needs to be done before we
have to get rid of King Charles,
before we get turned into like Sudan or something.
We need a proper person,
where we have,
government.
military fighting.
I want Rupert Lowry and the whole when Rupert Lowe comes in,
which obviously I think that's highly unlikely to, of course, happen in a first world country. But if it does,
we're gonna need the army.
If this doesn't get,
we are going to need the army. We haven't got
right now. If the big problems,
and America's got enough going on.
Now, I feel like we might get there.
The rest of ours is
like
fucking Ukraine.
For the British people,
they slaughtered Ukraine for nothing.
To go out there and yesterday was a taste of it.
Yeah, but Ukraine belongs to Russia. Well, yeah, exactly.
How many,
but we're not bothered about that, are they?
Had to be removed from the area because, of course, they were being
and all
literally
the
burnt out their house.
Scholarships and Cambridge, King Charles have been doing it all.
People were attacked, everything. It was just chaotic.
He's involved.
And if our politicians just stay calm and sit and watch and just urging for calm while they're not fixing the problem, then it's just going to get worse.
But migrants and criminals.
The message on the wall is that all Muslims
so there should be a fucking places in there. We should have built a jail in Uganda.
Crazy.
And send them to the jail in Uganda.
Got a lot of footage to show you from
yesterday,
King
Charles is more bothered about human rights.
Really never do this at the start of the video. Please like and subscribe, okay?
Because we don't know what they are.
I usually ask people to subscribe at the very end. If you think it's valuable, then you'll subscribe.
Here's a bad one for him, mate. Here's a bad one for King Charles, mate. Right, he's meant to be the king of the faith. Now he's saying he's king of all faiths. No, he can't be the king of all faiths. There's no such thing as faiths. You can either be one or the other. Right? You cannot be two religions at the same time. You can either be part of Islam and do the Quran or whatever, or you could be Christian, or you could be Catholic, or you could be a Jew, or whatever, a Buddhist, or whatever. But you can't be all. You can be one or another. And King Charles has picked his side, he's picked Islam. So therefore, he can fucking fuck off and we're chopping his head off. Because I tell you what, this is how bad of a person he is. You think Hitler was bad, do you? Well, let's think of this one. King Charles is fucking worse than Hitler. He's the fucking devil and he's poltergeist. And he can't even come and say a speech in the Church of England or a prayer or anything for Henry Novak. How cowardly is that of our king? Oh no, we can't do that because he might upset Islam, the Muslims or whatever. I don't care. Who's he meant to be upsetting? Or not upsetting? How is that offending anyone? Who is he going to offend? How's that offending anybody? Huh? No, I'm not having it. I'm not having the bullshit no more. We get to fucking King Charles, we get to bastard Buckingham Palace and we're getting him out.
Before I start, subscribe,
I'm not going to be able to do nothing
like
with
one of
these
those salesmen, I'm asking you to rate my business or my products before you even test
and
it.
It's their own fault.
We change things
then
around, so please like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already. Alright, let's get into this.
It's not going and doing anything to
this video
anybody,
came out yesterday
like
where a lot of families were being rescued from the fire.
I don't like the sound of this.
Causing up the house and
fires and all.
Many people were evacuated from these houses and from the area because of course this whole neighbourhood was alive.
We've been sold down the river to Islam, mate. Guys, everyone, we have been sold down the river to Islam. We've got nothing. They're taking it all. Right? And this ain't the answer by doing this like this. I don't even like these protests. I don't like it.
Listening to The Barker Show.
We do a proper protest and we get to fucking Buckingham Palace and get King Charles out. And we take him to fucking Scotland to Edinburgh Castle and chop his head off. And that's how we bring peace. Because to beat the devil and poltergeist, we need to bring God on our side. We need to let God in.
Right. That was
not the devil.
Belfast.
And doing all that
last night,
shit,
where family were being rescued.
Yeah, but to the Ukrainians and the Polish and that, we don't want to do that.
And by the way, the people who lived there, most of them were like Ukrainians.
I'm going to say we don't need to
Polish,
do that
maybe
people.
some immigrants from around the
they are
countries, and also some Muslims and some maybe around
I know
some
with Ukraine and Russia, but I'm not against Ukrainians or Russia because Ukraine's fucking part of Russia.
There was a guy who had his house burnt down, who was an Irish guy
before
who had been living there for 30 years, which is like,
hey, all this rubbish.
They burnt your house too.
The royal family.
Crazy. But yeah, this is how it was yesterday. And then it just get worse because here you see rioters
they came
literally going door to door looking for non-whites. And I find this very, very, very dangerous, folks.
She was a fucking witch.
Across the board, very dangerous.
A black magic witch.
We do not want to be dragged into this. Hey, folks.
We don't want any of it.
I don't think Britain has seen a civil war in like hundreds of years. Yeah, we can talk about civil war back when the kings and the Danes, back in like 1500s.
My family were in that, mate.
Britain civil war.
And when we fucking went to
war, we've not seen anything.
Scotland, people got slaughtered and all sorts of things.
Like people going against each other.
But
like
we're not going to go against
police and armed forces going against each other.
No.
We've not seen that here. And we can't say, oh yeah, the Troubles was... No, really, no, that was over there. The Irish people are built different. We don't know how it will go in the UK. And plus, there's so many different culture, different people, and different way of behaving. So we don't know who's going to do what. Which group will do what. So we don't want to be dragged into going door to door like, who are you?
No.
And then
this is what I said
proceeding in befriending them, going to find somebody else who we might deem as a
when the cities and all that burnt down, then
foreign,
start
maybe
through
who might deem
people's
as an
doors.
enemy. That is not good. That is not a good path, folks. And I'm sitting here, I'm like Moses here. I'm sitting on this mountain telling people,
I'm fucking fuming
calm
as
down,
well.
okay?
With this random tank that's been let out of its cage. It's not nobody else's fault. I've got people
let's play this video, folks. So here's people going door to door, knocking and seeing who's
I'm not putting
who's an enemy, basically, and then the proceeding smashing their windows. Watch.
I'm going to say, it look, human mate, look like something that they've made that's gone fucking wrong. And if you put that in if they want to say that person that was doing that on the floor is like a black man, then shame on them, shame on the people that are saying that, because I don't think when I'm watching you properly, you don't do anything, you don't look like anything like that, salmon, no. So, the Irish, I know the Irish are mad. Yeah, they are a bit hardcore. I like them because of the craziness and listen, we do need I do need the Irish fucking funk ones because we're getting into Buckingham Palace. Now, they need to get boats and sail over to England. And camp out, just get tents and stuff. Thousands of them, hundreds of them. Leave the illegals there alone. Leave the people alone. What I'm saying, don't create nothing.
Look at that.
I'm going to say, don't.
That's
no one.
insane,
Do you know what? All the far right or anybody, they need to not go out protesting. They need to not go and do any of it. There needs to be a plan made up, and then we need to get to Buckingham Palace and swarm Buckingham Palace with millions and millions of people.
This is not good.
Thousands, so they can't do nothing about it.
Smashing that guy's windows, smashing everything.
And then that's how things are going to change. Because then we've got down to the heart of the things and what we need to get down to.
Just does not look good. This is not who we are, folks. I'm telling you. Just a quick pause, guys. I really do need to talk to you guys, honestly, for a moment. You know this channel means everything to me, right?
Oh. Nice guy.
I'm against all the stuff that the government has been doing.
But I'm
also against what these people did yesterday.
Yeah, right.
Going around smashing people's cars, burning. I've seen this nice, Range Rover being set on fire. I'm like, man, that's like That's like,
I get
you
it,
know,
people are angry.
on the
And I
mic,
get
this
it's like
Red Devil
the
looks so
CTM
good.
and we're angry.
It looks new.
But it's like,
And some guy was smashing it, setting on
with
fire.
what he was
thinking,
saying
that is
online,
somebody's
thinking,
range
why
of
do
probably
you need to
a
go and
range
say
of
that?
approximately like,
Why do
range
people need to do
average
things?
like
Think, why don't
40,000
just,
pounds, and somebody just burnt
you
that.
know what?
And then you're thinking, what would you do if that was your Range Rover? Would you also get would you also get some fire and go burn somebody else's stuff? I'm
You
thinking,
can't go and do that.
I wouldn't, but somebody else would. And then it'll be,
And
it'll be tit for
I know
tat.
it's hard
And next
because
thing you
this
know,
is,
we're
it
all
is going to
fighting
be
each
hard
other.
to find
And
out
I'm
who
thinking,
is
oh
here and what's
God,
what.
fuck, no,
I'm going to
please.
say when it comes down to deporting
So
people,
yesterday,
mate,
I
it is going to
condemn
be
it.
hard because they fucked it up the
I'm like
government.
Piers Morgan right now. I
But
condemn it.
I'm going to say we need to calm
But,
down and we need to
but
get to
then
the
again,
heart of the source of this and stop this happening
anyone
completely
with a small
by
little
shutting
brain
something down.
would see
We
that
need to
this was
shut
the
the
path we were
person,
going
people
to go.
down that are
This
doing
was
it
like,
in the
this is like
first
we were,
place.
we're driving,
There is no
and
point
this
in
is
going and
this is the
doing
destination
it
we're going
to
to. And
people's
guess what?
homes.
We've arrived.
You can't, please
And if the
can't.
government does not do
I'm going
anything,
to say there's no point in doing it to the
folks,
police,
it's gonna get bad. And it's summertime as well, so more people will be at home. People will have free time to go out there and mess things up. Think about it. This happened on Tuesday, a day where everybody's like coming from work. People still had enough time to go and smash stuff up.
And the anger,
Think about it.
the anger
Imagine
can be
summertime
taken
when they
out
have the whole
on the
day.
right
They
people.
can start from like 6
Right?
a.m.
The anger needs to
and
be
go
taken
all the
out
way.
on the right people.
And think
mate.
about it. There's more
Get
than
there,
the
and
police.
we know
So
what
there's
we-
no way you can contain the fire. There's no way you can like arrest everyone at the same time or stop everyone.
No, but we
So-
just don't need that because we don't need anything
I
else.
see
Because
dark heads.
the other side, they're going to come and start dealing with
telling you.
people that are innocent.
If we,
And it's just
oh
not
man,
good.
we have the wrong
Right,
person in
I'm
charge.
saying, mate, we're all not. It's not good, right?
If
So
we have a
to
strong
go-
leader, then I'll be
Yeah,
like, okay.
this is why I'm
put my-
saying
you
we
know,
have
I'll
to
put
start. We have to get
put
King Charles out.
my
Because he's the
seatbelt on
one
and just
that
wait for the
fucking
leader
did
to
a
act
speech
and,
and wrote
you know,
all this
fix it
shit
and,
with Ed
you know,
Miliband and everything.
slow down the
Charles.
storm and we'll be fine.
And
But
he's part
Star
of
will
it.
probably just
And he's a big
exaggerate the issue
person
because
of
he's
it.
gonna call everybody far right. He's gonna
Well,
call
other parts of
everybody
the royal family,
names.
the
The
Queen
next
and
thing
all
you know,
them, they
it's
were
just
part
gonna
of
get
it, but
worse.
they're
We're
not
gonna
here
literally
now.
see
So we have to hold
you know, the
this
South Pole
person
riots
accountable,
that
which
we've
is
seen in
King Charles for it.
2024. We're gonna see that in like
And then we come to the
maybe
government.
like 3
Well,
times.
we're going to go swarm number
3
10
times
Downing
worse
Street,
than
Westminster.
that.
Millions were going
this
through them
one
fucking
is-
gates as well.
This one will be.
That's what we need
Well,
to
of
do.
course,
We
that
go
one
through
was
the
everywhere
gates of
too, but this
Buckingham
one will be
Palace,
literally
go
every
through the
single
fucking
corner.
gates of number 10
There
and
was
drag
like
them
30
out.
protests yesterday.
We'll drag Keir Starmer out.
30 freaking protests everywhere. Manchester, Glasgow, everywhere. London, Bristol, everywhere. Leeds,
And we,
everywhere.
the
Belfast, of
people,
course, you
are
see the
holding
videos.
him to an arrest, a
And if the
citizen's
government
arrest
does
for
not come
himself.
out and be like, all right,
Well, we'll have
we're
to
gonna
get to
fix
number
it,
10
guys.
then.
We heard
We're getting
you.
through
We
the
know
bastard
we know
gates.
the problem.
And we're getting them out.
We're not gonna call you far right. We're gonna fix
no,
it right
I'm
now.
going to
And
say
then
don't
they go
do
and fix
anything
it
to
there.
anyone. I'm not advocating for
There's
violence.
some, you know, the
I'm
rain.
saying we need to
can-
do something a bit
You know,
more
the
than
sun
doing
can
it to
rain
people.
in the skies
We
again.
need to do it properly.
But if not,
Proper
we got
time.
a big
I'm
storm
going to
coming
say, but this
through
has
our
got to be
way.
done proper
And
time.
we have to
done
prepare
properly.
ourselves, folks.
Yeah.
We have to look
Otherwise,
after your
it's gonna
family,
chaos.
look after your friends, look after your loved ones.
The Irish need to
Because
get their asses to
when
English,
shit get
because
dark,
the English
folks,
do need the help.
and you,
Because,
the
yeah,
police
English
won't
are
be
too
there on
soft.
time, I'm telling you.
I'm going to say with the English, have gone too fucking soft.
And that's my little rant there, but I want to show you this video, folks.
And we
It
do
will
need the
stop
help
it.
off the Irish
This
because
video
they are the ones
is
that will,
some of the
you know,
mobs,
keep
but
the police
I
away
don't think
and
all of
stuff
them
like
are mobs,
this
but there was some
from
guys who
attacking
were
us,
going
getting in
there,
Buckingham Palace and
looking
attacking us,
for a
attacking them, getting...
coloured person.
them
One of
attacking
them
anyone getting in
shouted,
number
"Get
10.
that fucking black bastard, kick!"
No,
that black
no,
cunt.
that's not good.
And they proceeded kicking some black
No,
guy who
that's
was
just not
literally
good,
minding
mate.
his business.
That's what I mean, this is
And I was
also
like,
one, no. Oh
Damn,
no, because then Muslims
we
are
are
going to
going
do the
through
same to
hard
white
time,
people.
and bro, I'm telling
And
you,
it's going to get worse. It's going to be
if
like that
this was
thing
to
that...
happen
It's going to
everywhere,
be like
we
Southport.
are in trouble.
I'm going to say
And
that,
I'm
but
not
it's
saying
going to
that
be
everybody who
worse.
came out yesterday was going to have any plans to do certain things. You only need 2 people who are wrongers who are going to do crazy stuff, then the whole day is messed up. Which obviously we had here. Watch this video.
This is why I'm saying it's got to be planned. You get a free number 10 if you like it, and you get a free number a couple of pounds if you like it. No, I don't like it. I don't like it. It's bullying people, no. No, I understand you, I get it. I get why people are angry, but you take it on the right people. Do you know what I mean? We need to take this rage out and get through number 10 and smashing the place down to smithereens. Smashing number 10 down to smithereens with Westminster and fucking Buckingham Palace. We're going to break it like they're doing to the houses and everything. We need to do that. To get them gone. And we're going to burn number 10 down with
presence
Westminster.
of the police. This is how you know the police is paralyzed.
We're going to burn them down. We're going to burn number 10 down.
There's they're outnumbered. Of course they're outnumbered. Every single country's police is outnumbered.
Yeah, but it's, we're outnumbered everywhere as well.
Let's say 10% of the public says, all right, we're going to take it to the street. That's it. Country's done.
I don't want to be attacked just because.
And yesterday was just a tiny little sign of that.
Anybody to attack anybody.
And if the government just continue to ignore people's concern,
I'm going to say
calling them far right,
unless they
it's going to get bad for everyone.
Then you don't need to attack
every
them.
single person will
unless
get
you see them attacking somebody,
and of course the
then
politicians,
you don't need to attack
no,
them.
you know, they're going to be safe.
I'm going to say, mate, unless it's a cause of like that person being fucking, and then they're attacking to try and get the guy, save guy's life.
No rock will be thrown at them.
There's
no, nothing will happen to them. But somebody like you and I, sorry, you and I, what the fuck? Somebody like you.
Me, I get arrested, I get locked up. I'm not.
We will be the ones who will feel the pain.
Yeah, I'm gonna feel the. I'm not. You're gonna feel pain. I don't want to do that.
Big guys, rich guys who will be sitting in a mansion, who will be
and
sitting
this is
somewhere.
What I'm saying. This is what I'm trying to fucking say, Bracker. Why they're sitting there, number 10 and fucking King Charles?
Elon Musk.
He's sitting
on
a
Musk is gonna
fucking
get his car lynched? No. Think Elon Musk is gonna get a brick thrown at his window? No. Come on. It's you and me.
Me.
A black person will kick you. And a white person will kick me.
This is what I'm saying, man.
That's literally the road where we're going.
This is what I mean. It's not.
And
good
all
that.
the big guys who are literally
that's
instigating.
Not good, that's not good.
The leaders who are doing nothing. We're just complaining, calling the white people far right.
We need to get a few thousand.
And we have black people calling the white people racist.
To be honest with you.
And we have all white people who are very obviously some of them we have to say there is an element of far right.
But we need to burn number 10 down. We get Keir Starmer out. We need to put him in a civil arrest ourselves. We can do that. The people can. The people have a right to do it. No, I don't care. We have a right. If we go back to the Bible and the Bible, we have a right. And we need to go to Buckingham Palace and fucking drag King Charles off
I do not
out
want to
and
see
chop
a
his head
Sikh
off.
being attacked for being a Sikh. I do not want to see a Muslim being attacked. I do not want to see a white young girl, young boy, young guy, young people, or any white person to be attacked because of their, because of who they are. Do you not want to see that? That's not where we want to be. Because if we start doing that,
we are already
then this
there,
whole idea of first world country goes away and we become Pakistan. No, we become Bangladesh or something. See the riot that we've seen in Bangladesh in 2025, 2024? We become like that. Maybe even worse, we become like Sudan. Where we can just go out there, engulf ourselves in a civil war that goes on for 3 years straight, which is not good for any of us. But you know who's good for?
It needs burning down. I'm sorry, I've been saying it. The first fucking radicalised terrorists that can blow number 10
the big guys, the politicians,
or
the guys
with them bastards in number 10, they'll get
they'll call themselves honourable men.
So we
they
don't
sit and watch.
need jihad to do it. We need to do it
No,
ourselves.
they don't get affected. Like COVID, most of them made a lot of money.
And it can be done.
You and I were fighting each other, queuing
I remember when the White House got swarmed because of all this Black Lives Matter. So it can be done.
Oh God. I pray that something happens.
And then that's where
that
we begin
brings
to
us back
start again.
together.
We've got Rupert.
I pray that the politicians
we
will
have a new
act
Prime Minister. We've
and
got
fix the
Rupert
problem that we all.
And then we have someone like
I
Elon
be
Musk
singing.
to come in and help and build things
And I've been
back up with AI properly and everything.
To be fixed.
And
Alright folks, what you guys think of this video? Comment down below.
American Army or whatever. We need to make
tonight as well, I'll be live tonight.
We need to make a fucking army. That's what we need to do. All these people
live coverage. Yesterday I missed it. Too tired. I'll see you tonight if something happens. If not, then I'll just make a video and tell you more about them. Thank you so much for tuning in. Bye bye.
And the show host, Baraka Amore.
We're doing it and we're going to number 10 Downing Street and burning the place down. If they want to burn things down and whatever, they want to be angry, then we need to get to number 10 Downing Street, burn the place down. And if they don't move, then we'll burn it down with the fucking parliament, the people in it, the fucking government's in it themselves. King Charles is getting burnt down in fucking Buckingham Palace then. No, we'll just chop his head off. Much easier, much better. Sounds much better. But we're just gonna burn Buckingham number 10 down, Westminster. Well, we might not ever burn it down because we need all the information. What have they done with it? We need it. Because, well, it doesn't matter because we're going to start again. Because they've lied all these times, so we need to do again. Look, see, it's all started from there and there.
Correct me
and
if
there.
this is not under your remit or if it is under your remit as Secretary of State for Justice, or Shadow Secretary of State for Justice. Obviously, prisons is under there, so I'd like to ask about that. But regards the Novak murder, so the brothers,
Why
you
have
have
we not got
responsibility for
a
the
picture
victims,
of the
right?
brother
So
and the father
the
as well?
Novak family,
Why have they
this would be under
why
your
have they not been?
remit, right?
Yeah, they're partially. I mean, there are
Where is
responsibilities for
their,
victims at the Home Office and in the Ministry of
picture?
Justice. But yeah,
Identity.
So,
Why are
the
they not being
mother,
identified?
she
in the
has
picture?
been convicted of assisted by
So
hiding
we
the
can't see
weapon.
who they are, what they look like.
She's a
innit?
foreign national.
Yeah.
Should she be deported?
Yeah. With the
so in
father,
terms of the wider family,
and
there's
dad,
there is still
whoever
some
they are, I don't care.
charges that are
You've got
live.
no
So we need to be careful
DNA
about some of the
says
some of the
you
wider family, but not
So
the mother.
please report. Yeah.
My starting premise is if you're a foreign national and you commit a serious crime, you should be deported.
Yeah.
And
If your DNA
and what
says
she
you're
did
from over there,
was indeed a serious crime.
Yeah.
We are not set up
If your
to
DNA says
get
you're
people
not
out of
from
the
over
country
there, like
in these
in
kinds of
China,
situations,
well, he's from Germany,
mostly because of
but because he's
the
meant to be
human
king,
rights
he's not the
claims
king, and
that are available to
treason
people
the country. And he's
when
invaded
the state
country, we're allowed to chop
would
his
like
head
to
off.
consider deportation. So we have to
And
change
because his stand is
the legal frameworks that
well,
affect
we'll give him the same thing,
any of these
really, more or
decisions.
less. We'll
Which
hang
means
him
we have
fucking
to
we
quarter.
have to leave the ECHR.
Well, you know what we used to do
We
in
have
the
to
olden
change our
days, they would
laws
shove
so
him in the
that
centre, give him, put his
the public
fucking neck in
interest
and things, and then we'll
trumps
fucking let
individual
everybody for a
rights-based
walk through
claims.
and then we'll fucking
If somebody's
hang him.
done something that's that serious,
That's that.
then
That's a
as far as I'm
serious unit,
concerned,
isn't it?
their feet shouldn't touch the ground. We
And
need
these
them out of the
people
country.
will leave. These
You're right to say
people,
that
these
the
things
brother
will
is
leave.
being charged, and
Once
he's
the
not yet being
people take
convicted,
over
but he's being
Buckingham
charged
Palace,
for a
number
crime
10
about
Downing Street
possession
in
of weapons. He's
Westminster.
not being
We've
charged
got to get
for
into them buildings. And
his
we're going
phone
to
calls to
burn
police,
them
which is
down
also in the
to
public domain.
smithers.
Now it's been released,
Oh,
and it shows
yeah.
him. It's a recording of him saying to the police that his brothers had a racist attack and that they need
That's
the
not
police to
being
come.
violent, that's political.
Should he be charged for his role in lying to the police and manipulating what was going on that evening?
This is the
That's
kind of thing
innocent.
where I'm afraid
I don't want to
I
see
don't
anybody
want to
giving
comment on it
anything to
because
anybody, just
there are
Muslim
quite
or
strict rules about what you can and
Chinese
can't say
or
when there's
whatever.
Even if
a
you're
future
court
case
It's
coming.
fine.
Yeah, because
I think
because
they
he
want
is
to
still
do
going
that
to
and put everybody
face
in more
prosecution.
danger.
And I don't want to say anything
I
that
don't
relates
think
to him and his involvement in this case. We can have these kinds of conversations once those cases are
Well,
concluded.
if we don't come out, we're through the
but
fucking doors of them.
It's frustrating, but we do have to be very careful with these things because we can't be accused of risking or jeopardising a trial because we don't want to
Yeah,
stand
well,
between
fuck
Fair
off,
enough,
mate,
the
about
victims and
trials
justice.
and this, that, and the other.
So
Just
then
report,
to prisons, right? So what's
Why have we got
happened
to go to
over
trial and all
the
this?
last 10 years is we've had a
Fuck off and
huge
deport them.
influx of migration.
Or use the assisted
I think
die
we're into
bill
the
and put
tens
to
of millions
sleep.
now.
I
And
don't give a fuck.
illegal
You want them,
immigrants,
you
I
want them,
think
just get them out.
there's reports
of
of up to
the
1.2 million. Some people are saying up to 2 million. I think by looking at the Tory party
2 million.
policy on deportations, it sort of implies that the plan is to deport 750,000 over a 5-year parliamentary term. So that implies to me that the Tory position is that there's something like 750,000 illegals in the country, assuming that they don't want to deport, or you don't want to deport.
No,
legal
there's double
entries,
in that. Double the
entrance.
amount. Every time you give me a
but
figure,
with
mate,
regards to
what you're
prisons,
saying.
Given that we've had
I'll
this
double it.
huge influx, and this really applies to all infrastructure, it applies to housing, it applies to the NHS,
We haven't got any, we don't
every
need
other
any
country.
more.
We've had this huge influx of people. How can we possibly cope with it.
We haven't got the space.
What
The
needs to be
islands
done
are
for the
not
prisons?
big
I mean,
enough.
another, just before you answer, you remember, of course, after the Southport riots, that criminals were
It
being
doesn't
let out of
fit in
prison
with our
early so
culture.
that people who had
King
put out
Charles,
hurting tweets could go
yeah,
in.
had gone to Oxford and done
There is
all
room
this.
in the
Saying to
prison
us not
system
to
for more convicts,
fucking-
even if immigrants or
We're not allowed
illegal
to
immigrants or
criticise extremism.
legal immigrants were committing crime at the same rate as British nationals,
More.
there wouldn't be room for them coming in. What would you do
More
to reform the prison system?
Well,
there's
the
some
starting
British
point is we
people
need to
can't
massively
but
increase prison capacity.
a lot less.
I'm working on some policies at the moment that aren't yes
It's
and
a
no,
lot
so
less.
I'm not going to go
And
into
then
detail, but
the people in our country that
my
are doing
starting
out the
point is
crimes,
prison works.
yeah, then they'll be able to get proper
It works
sentences,
because
and then they'll stop
it
crime even
punishes,
more with the
um,
native people,
and
won't
in
it?
some cases it
Like
deters,
say,
but
we're back
most
to the death penalty
importantly,
as well.
it
Either
incapacitates
deport
criminals.
him, deport them
Because
as death
a
penalty.
criminal who's in prison
No human
Yeah,
rights when you
can't
murdered
hurt an
someone
innocent
according
member
to
of the
the
public
Bible
on the street.
or the Quran. It's
So
death.
if you're guilty of
Murder
violent offences,
as
if
well.
you're
You get
a
deported.
repeat offender when it comes
Getting been
to
murdered
aggressive
is a
crimes
death
like
penalty.
burglary, I think you
Things
deserve
like
a
that, you get
custodial sentence,
deported.
and we need to
No,
make
you
sure
get
that we have
deported.
a prison system
No, we
that
don't
is
want prison
capable
system. We want a
of-
straight deportation. Because you shouldn't
of
be here.
allowing courts to send those kinds of criminals
And you make
to
jails
prison.
like we give
as a
all the
matter
money
of
to you
course.
or whatever's been going on
You're
here.
right
You
that
should have made jails.
um,
You could have made
one
about
of the
10 fucking
consequences
jails in
of
Bangladesh and
large-scale
Pakistan
immigration
and shoved them in there. But don't
is
care.
that what
All the
economists
money.
call the capital stock of the country is diluted. The population grows, but the number of hospitals, the road capacity, the train capacity, the prison capacity, all
Everything.
these things can't necessarily
Doctors
grow
can't get doctor
at the same
appointments,
speed.
mate. You stop my money
And for
to
you,
give
as
to
a
illegal
classic example
immigrants.
of how
I can't get a job, there is no
normal
job.
members
It's
of the
not
public
safe for me to go out,
would
so I'm not going
say
anywhere.
one of the reasons that
I'm
against
not
massive
going to no
immigration
jobs
is the
because
effect on things
I'll
like
tell you now,
GP
I'm not
appointments.
lazy, but I'll tell you one thing, I'm not getting
And the
no
clever,
bus,
clever
no
people
public
in
transport to
politics
get murdered
and think
or
tanks
stabbed.
and the
I don't want
media
to find out, mate.
would sort
I
of
mean, I
laugh it
don't even know
off.
when the people are going to step me
And-
through our people's doors
And now the tide has kind of turned
No.
a little bit in terms of the political fashion here.
I'm sick of this. Political this and me, I can't
and-
be arsed with it.
and-
Political this and political that. They're just all talking shit.
What?
Nobody's talking about King Charles yet, though. That's still a bit strange. People don't seem to want to fucking cut his head
Yesterday
off.
we saw
I
how
know, and I'll cut King Charles'
yesterday
head
we
off.
saw how an African illegal asylum seeker
Chop
attempted
him
to
off,
behead
chop him
an
off.
Irishman. We know more
Chop it off,
about
yeah.
that person. So this was that poor Irish guy.
And he was disabled.
He was a vulnerable man who had hearing issues, and he obviously did not hear his attacker approaching. And then obviously you know what happened after that. So we've been
And
warning
it's
for a
just
very
got
long
more
time
chance,
that one of these incidents, because they're becoming more and more frequent, one of these days something like this is going to happen, and then something serious is going to come out of that, and our authorities, our establishment,
In every
our
country,
system
in
may not be
Australia,
able
America,
to
it's
cope
in
with
every
it.
country. I mean, it's
So
getting
these
slightly
politicians
better
are
in
still
America,
trying
but
to gaslight
it's still
the
pretty
natives. Have a listen
bad.
to this.
Jim Ellis. Mr. Speaker, we are
In
all
some parts of
shocked by
America
the
seems to be getting
sheer
a grip onto
savagery
it a bit, and some parts of
of
America
this
seems
attack.
to just be just as
and
bad.
indeed the only bright
Or worse,
spot
you know what I mean?
in this orgy of
America's
violence
a big place,
was
and
the
it's
brave
massive.
intervention
I was going to say,
of local
you know,
citizens
fit
whose
England
courage
and Ireland into fucking
we
America
salute.
about 20 times.
But what I want to know,
Do you know
and
what I mean?
what I
We're
know my
tiny in England and
constituents want to
Ireland,
hear, is
We're
what will
tiny,
be
quite a
done
tiny place, really.
to stop the importation
And we think fucking
of an alien
Israel's
culture
small. We're not that much
that thinks
bigger.
it's appropriate to try and behead someone in the United
We're
Kingdom.
not much bigger than fucking
And on
Israel,
the immigration
Palestine,
status of this person,
Jordan and that put together.
did they hold a visa before they came to the United Kingdom? Did they obtain a
I
visa
mean,
having
France,
come in legally?
Germany, fucking hell,
United Kingdom.
Spain,
I think we're entitled to know.
France,
Would
you
you
can
say
fit
the
England
Secretary
and Ireland
This
into
House should be
France about
getting its
3
information
times.
from the Secretary of State, not from the
Ukraine is
press
fucking
conference
huge.
of a chief constable.
Which Ukraine
And I
belongs
think
to
the
Russia
House is
anyway, it's
entitled to
Russia's
know,
land.
because it's truth and transparency, which is the greatest antidote to rising tensions. So
So,
can
all
we have
right.
the answers?
Just like
So it's
Palestine's land,
Well, I
fucking
would
Israel's
say,
land.
I'm
Look at the word
Yeah,
he's
I was
focused
going to
on.
say Palestine is part
Something
of
so
Israel
horrific
before
just
they
happened,
split it up
and
and
look
messed about and did
what he's
this and
focused
did
on,
that.
what he's worried about. Not the beheading, not the
Palestine
immigration
is part of
status,
Israel.
not just listen.
sorry that the
And
honourable
Jordan.
gentleman used
Jordan and
the
that
word
was
alien
part of
culture,
Israel.
because
We told you, cultures matter,
Them places,
guys.
they were part of
Everything
Israel.
that we're seeing, all this civil unrest that we are
So they broke
witnessing,
it up, yeah.
is because of one thing: culture. That's it.
Oh, yeah.
It's
So you
clear
put
now.
all
You
them
can't gaslight
places
people. You
together,
can't say
it's a bit
multiculturalism
big,
enriches
yeah.
us. Blah blah blah. There are cultures that are superior. Those superior cultures created superior countries.
Yeah.
So much so that people from other cultures would give their arm and a leg to be a part of. But once they enter, somehow they think that their home culture is better, when it's not. Because if it was better, then their home countries would be better.
And it's just not, it's not
what
just that it's better,
exactly
mate.
is he referring to? What
African,
Uh,
Sudanese or
African,
Somali.
yeah.
Well, initially the police said he was Somali, and now they're saying, "Oh, you got it wrong.
But
He was
it's,
Sudanese."
now it's
Potato,
caused,
potato.
I mean,
the
we
British
just had this
people
with
have
Henry,
had
yeah.
enough of? What
He's already
the
kicking with the
British
sheets
people
and
have had
the,
enough of,
well, people
or
are telling
anyone
this,
from
this
wherever they
stupid
come,
man.
whatever their background, who
To be
seeks
honest
to
with you, I
commit
think he was rude,
violence
that
on
guy, that
citizens
guy
of the
said
United
that. I
Kingdom.
don't
That
care, I
is
think
what
he should be
we
deported as
together
well.
are
But
strongly
I'm
opposed
not a
to.
person to like,
Then why would you keep
I'm
leaning in
not
those people who are
fucking
overwhelmingly
thing is anyone.
disproportionately
Right.
represented in these crimes
yeah,
against the citizens
and I
of
mean, it's
the
this
UK?
night for
Empty
him, I'm not being
condolences,
funny,
empty
but
outrage.
that
They keep
night
delivering
is-
these speeches. Keir
okay,
Starmer
you
has
say
given
it's
another
religious,
one
it
of
should be
his.
in a religious
I
building,
am
it shouldn't be
appalled
taken
and
out of there.
horrified by the shocking scenes coming out of Belfast.
It's
He
part
keeps
of
saying
religion,
that.
it should
What
be
a
a religious
freaking
building,
clown. He
it should
keeps
not be
saying
allowed
it.
out.
There is a
There should
proper
be one on the
procedure that
religious
needs to be
building,
followed
in the, you know,
in
the
relation to
religious
the
building,
release of
obviously.
information. It
You
is
know,
a live
but
investigation.
people
I think
generally,
it is right and
the
proper
Sikhs
that the
generally
police
should not be allowed
lead
to
on
carry
that.
them.
And that
Because
is why
that's
it is
a
the
fucking
police
massive
who have
knife.
been in
That's
touch with the Home
dangerous.
Office and will provide further information. And as soon as I am also able to update the House, I will do
Shouldn't even
so.
be allowed them in the
I am
home.
also in favour of as much information as
quite
possible
dangerous
being
to be in a
provided
home.
once process has been followed to make sure that it can
If
be
it's not in a
So
place
the
where it
information
should
has been
be.
leaked to the press.
And
So
the
this
legislation shouldn't be
Sudanese
allowed.
asylum seeker took a plane
Yeah.
from Paris to
Ah,
Northern
he got a
Ireland to
plane.
Belfast,
So
and
he got on a
he had it,
plane
he
there, so
already
he
had
could fucking, he
some
could get here
criminal
then on a
history
plane, he'd have to come on a
before
fucking
that,
boat.
and just when Trump said, when we tell you that they have emptied their mental asylum centers, not that they have mental asylum centers there, but it means that
Yeah,
they have released all kinds of people into the West, and our pathetic, stupid politicians can't
Yeah, well, I've
seem
been
to
saying
get a
this.
hold of a process
and now
where they
Saudi
can
Arabia
kick
and
these people
Qatar and
out.
all them, they've
So,
got all the
anyway,
funds for Oxford,
that's how
well,
I
I'm glad of that
gaslighting
one.
people. Look what's
Shut
happening
them down,
in
shut
Ireland
them
now, guys.
universities
You
down,
need to see
shut the
this.
schools
Look at
down.
this. Are you ready?
Keep
Riots.
the kids at home. Yeah, but don't let kids go out rioting, there's no need. There's
So,
no need to do this
masked Irish men
I get it, I
have
get where I'm going.
set fire to some houses, hotels that
Mate,
are
it's-
reportedly holding these asylum seekers. Have a look at this one. Look at this
I
one.
mean, I get it, but it's just not. Because
I don't know if it's a
they're
house
going out and
or
attacking
it's
just
a
anyone,
HMO.
mate. It's not good. It's not
It's
good if
all
you're just going to
kicking
go out.
off.
I'm going to say, mate, if
It's
you're just going to go out
all
and
kicking
kick
off.
off
This
and
is what
burn
we've been
people's
warning
homes and do
people
that,
for
look,
ages. Look
all
at
these
this.
kids there and everybody there, look, they've
Hey,
not
look.
done anything. It's not their fault.
I'm not happy looking at that, but because if something like this happens in our society, then horrible things can happen.
To
And no one's
everyone,
gonna stop.
anyone.
Look at this. This is
And the police ain't
another.
gonna- they can't stop
This
it.
is
They've
an
got no
aerial
fucking
footage of
anything.
that.
And that's what I'm saying. I'm saying
People
I'm
have,
angry at the people. We need to do number 10. We need
I
to
don't know
get
if it's
through
an
number 10,
HMO
go through the
It's a
bastard
house.
gates.
Look at this.
And we're gonna
Britain's
burn it down.
biggest Islamist
If we
propaganda
want to burn
channel.
that down, we need
They're
to
shaking
burn
their
number 10
boots.
down
They're
and
called far right
Westminster
types of
right
house
down
of
to the
fire in
fucking
Belfast.
ground.
Masked men are hunting immigrants in the city. Ooh.
It's alright,
Look at
we
this.
rebuilt
This is
in a
horrible.
few years.
This is horrific. Check this out.
From
My
Elon Musk.
goodness. Look at
The help
this.
of Elon Musk to rebuild it. AI building. Massive one.
Someone sets this car on fire,
Well,
and
we
that
have set
car
plans to
just
build it new.
crashes into a shop
A new
that is
parliament.
owned by an
Obviously,
African, apparently. I don't know how true is that.
We will
I'm
have
just going
to
by the captions.
Go and make
But you're looking at
a
it.
new
Look
parliament
at this.
for our new government.
They
to
sent
look.
riot police.
Do you know what
Look
I
what
mean?
happened to them.
Okay. And this
Looks
is
like
another
even
thing,
the
I
riot
mean,
police
we
can't stop
people have enough to
angry-
do, man.
Angry crowds.
Please the people.
Well, this is going to happen in England,
I
guys.
know,
It's
but
going to
this-
happen everywhere. Some
Again, to the
countries
police.
tolerate more. Some people tolerate more than others.
But it's just not Ireland that's crazy. The Irish are crazy. They are.
It's gonna happen in
It's very
England.
quick with the
What are you
Irish.
going to do then? What are you going to do
And
then?
this is what I mean, mate. I don't
Have a look
want
at this
that.
one. They set this
Oh.
bus on fire.
I just don't want that.
What's he saying?
I just don't want that because it's dangerous for everyone. It's dangerous for everyone. That,
There was
all of us
there's
are
another angle of
innocent.
that.
It's dangerous for everybody. That is innocent to not do them things. I don't want to do that. Yeah, we're doing that. So number fucking 10 Downing Street. Yes. Westminster. And Buckingham
goodness.
Palace. That's exactly what we need to do.
Vox Populi, Vox
But
Dei.
we need to do
That's
the
what
right
happens.
thing. Do you
That's
get
what
me,
happens.
mate?
There's
We
another
need to
video
do it
Woody,
correctly,
that actually
politically,
shows
the
how
right
they did it.
way.
Because I've
without
always wondered,
just
how they
attacking
actually
people.
set these things on fire? Look at this. So they set these bins
do
on
that,
fire.
then we get them out.
And then
I
they
don't care about
crash
the
those
fucking
bins
politics. This,
into
that,
the bus.
the other. They can get out. We're going to burn it down to
And
smithereens.
then obviously
Number 10.
That's how it's done.
Number 10 Downing Street. Westminster.
Yeah.
They need to be held accountable. And we need to burn
Wow.
the place down. If they don't
I
leave,
told ya.
we'll burn them down with
You
it.
can't plead ignorance. You can't. Look
Number
at
10
this.
Downing
This is
Street
how they
needs to go
set
on
that
fire.
house on fire.
Yeah.
I don't know who,
No,
who this
not
house
anybody's
belongs to.
housing, not anybody. Not
Look at that.
not even the fucking, not even the black Muslim, not even the fucking things that are.
Hopefully there's no one
illegal.
inside.
Nobody do anything to
They're
anybody.
literally, our
outside.
governments are literally playing with fire.
I know,
Look at this. This
it's
is how
not
they
good
sent riot
because-
police. They came in. Look at that.
It's not good because, like in England, it'll go a bit of a
They
different
sent
way
riot
in England.
police.
It'll go to a bit of an
And you saw what
extent of
happened
people
to them.
waiting, but it'll go in a different way.
They ran back.
We'll end up with
With tails
we'll end
tucked
up
between
with
their legs.
Muslims, but like what we had
This is just
in
a facade,
Southport.
guys. Riot police,
We'll end up with them coming out with
dogs,
knives and
horses.
whatever,
This is
and
just
then they'll
a
be
facade.
attacking the
Because
whites,
when
they'll be attacking
a
them,
whole
they'll be attacking
country
them.
rises up,
And that's what I'm
you
saying.
can't do
This is
anything.
no point.
Look at this.
And-
This is what happened to them.
And some of the Muslims are fucking, you know.
I don't see them coming out of the vans.
We've never been into all this.
They've set
Some
these
English people
cars
have
on
never
fire.
been into all that.
Looks
I'm
like the riot
thinking on
police is
things.
running away.
It
Why
just-
wouldn't you?
No, we don't need that. We don't need
Why
that.
wouldn't you?
I
But the
know why I
scariest
wasn't
part
there.
is this. Watch this. This is the scariest part. Imagine if you're non-Irish, non-white. Well, they caused this.
No, but they don't want that because then they're going to do it back.
If I got out, if I accidentally stepped out of my house, they would lynch me. This is
Yeah,
the
but that's
level
not
of
good,
society our politicians have created. Because that's what happens when you don't listen to people.
But
when
then
you
get it on
keep
the other
bringing
side,
in
it's just
third
not good,
worlders
No,
Look at
don't
that.
Like it. Don't like sound.
at scale. At what point people are going to I mean, surely at some point you think that people are going to react, yeah? I read a tweet somewhere. Someone said this. Look at this. Someone said this. Very good point. 7/7, no riots. Lee Rigby, no riots. Westminster Bridge, no riots. Manchester Arena, no riots. London Bridge, no riots. Manchester Arena, no riots. Reading, no riots. David Emmis, who was a parliamentarian, no riots. There were only riots after the Southport massacre.
Yeah.
And look how the government
That's what I
responded.
just said, yeah.
Well, we told you at that time, that's not going to deter people. Wait when it happens again. Northern Ireland, I know they're Irish, but it's still part of the UK. Now,
And that's
it's
why
a
I'm
fair
saying
point.
he's get
We,
fucking them things
this,
to get
I'm
over
assuming
it,
he's
England.
English or British. He's saying we are a patient nation. But understandably,
Just don't do
enough
that.
is enough. There will come a point,
Yeah, but
When-
there's no point
when
doing
they're
it to
gonna
the
act out.
streets. They need to get
they
to
will
the
act out.
parliament.
And that's exactly what's
We
happening.
need to get to
There's
number
more.
10.
Armed
Down Street, coming
Irishmen
from them.
have
That's
set
what
up
we need to do.
anti-migrant
Westminster.
checkpoints and are searching cars. Look at this.
And that's what we need to do. Well, we need to
They're looking
swarm
at
and
it,
make
and they're
back to
masked.
the
We
cars
can't
and like
identify
we're
them.
doing. Yeah, but we're doing it to number 10, we're doing it to them that caused this. We ain't doing it to the illegal people that caused it.
Good luck with
Whoever,
your facial recognition cameras, Tutia Kia. Pathetic,
Everyone is a
absolutely pathetic human being.
yeah,
They've done it.
clown,
These
clown.
politicians have done it. We've been how long we've been sounding this alarm for? Look at this. It's been seen by 500,000 people.
I mean,
Look at this.
I understand what.
This is definitely an HMO. This is definitely an HMO.
I just don't like it. I don't like doing that to someone's home or whatever.
Can you believe this? Look at this. An African man tries to be a hero, tries to harass people. Watch this. This guy. Watch him. This Irishman goes, boom!
The Irish are fighters over there, they're all boxers over there and that. The Irish are crazy, mate. This is what I'm saying, the English are fucking soft ass.
Look at that.
This is why I'm saying,
what
like, the
if
Irish,
everyone
I
comes
need
to
to write to some
A
English
couple of
Irish
boomers.
and start right getting,
Oh God! What have you put?
getting on
They,
YouTube or
our
whatever.
politicians are
I need them to
responsible
get
for
to
this.
England.
You cannot blame this on far right wing or skinheads or racism. You can't blame it on
Yeah,
that.
but
How
on the
long
other hand, they are
do you think
helping
this
him up.
could-
The
this
only
could
one
keep on
punched him,
going?
mate.
How
They actually
long?
only one
At
punched
some
him, to
point,
be
people
honest
are
with
going to
you.
react.
Probably because the
We're
boxers
reacting
over there,
now.
like you say,
Look at
they're
this,
crazy,
another
the
one.
Irish. They are a bit more crazy than the English. We've got soft blokes. The English are wokos.
This cake was so far.
Mardies. That's why I want the Irish, because they were the ones, they'll be the ones that will fucking batter the Prime Minister's, because we're going to batter the Prime Minister's car, in there. We're going to burn Westminster down.
Yeah.
That's what we
Told
need to do.
you. Told you this is going to happen. Look at this, another video. Look at this.
We need to burn it down.
Fast men.
Guy Fawkes, Westminster,
They're going door
London's
to
Bridge
door.
is burning down.
They are going door to
London's
door. Look
Bridge
at
needs
this.
to burn down again, doesn't it? That's had a fire for
Boom.
10 years.
Imagine, there could be kids inside.
Yeah, it's terrible. It's actually terrible.
And another thing as well. You see the Channel Tunnel? We need
They
to
created
blow
this
that
society,
up. We
guys.
need
Our
to burn
politicians
that down
created
the
this
Channel
society.
Tunnel so no trains can ever
When
get
they
through there again.
refuse to listen to people, the very people they were meant to represent, they kept flooding these tiny countries, tiny countries, with
We need to
third
go
world
to
migrants.
all the factories where they're making these rubber boats. Or anything else.
Look at that.
It's because all the factories are burning. And we need to go to number 10 and burn that down.
Well done.
Yeah, but some of them
I think
have
this game not far.
Are they illegal immigrants though?
Yeah, it's terrible. It's actually terrible.
And it kept going all day. Look at this. No police came. I mean, they came and then they left. Isn't that amazing? They came, they sent their riot police, and then they left. They left these people to their mercy. And that is going to happen. Don't be surprised when one of these incidents happens in central London at the hands of a third worlder who shouldn't even be there, or even non-native person who's born and raised in England. It's going to happen. It's going to murder someone. Some incident's going to spark a riot like this in England. It will happen. What are they waiting for? They're actually waiting for it to happen. That's what it seems like. And this is not an isolated incident. Remember Rhiannon White? She was also murdered by a Sudanese migrant. His name was Deng Chol Magic.
An asylum seeker laughed and danced after stabbing a worker in his migrant hotel to death, a court has heard. They were shown CCTV of Rhiannon White leaving the hotel to catch a train before a masked man is spotted following behind her. Prosecutors claim this man is Deng Chol Magic, a Sudanese asylum seeker from the hotel in Walsall. 2 minutes later, after Rhiannon was stabbed over 20 times with a screwdriver, the man re-emerges on the bridge holding a phone. Ms. White was on a call to a friend when the attack happened, and the jury was told Magic took the phone from her and threw it in a river. Magic, who claims to be 19, then allegedly returned to the hotel where he was seen laughing and dancing in excitement at what he had done. Majek has pleaded not guilty and the trial continues.
He was a mother. She worked at the same hotel and he killed her. I don't know, probably unprovoked. Probably didn't even do anything. Just excited, bored, in search of adrenaline, or just hating white people. Could be that too. And look at this. Millions are coming into Europe. Millions. All of these people are coming into Europe via Spain. 500,000 of them have been legalized by Pedro Sanchez already. How do you know? What do you know? What do you know about his mental state, or his mental state, or his mental state?
Yeah.
They're literally gambling with our lives. This is it. He's being beheaded, and the police, don't think so, mate. Yeah, that's what I want to show you. It's not an isolated incident, guys. Henry Nowak murdered by these guys, you guys know. Katie Fox murdered by Djuswan Raphael, another African. This young woman, Lainey William, was murdered by Cameron Chung. Rhiannon White, as you just saw, was murdered by Dan Cholmatic, another Sudanese. Wayne Broadhurst was murdered by this Afghan Safi Dawood, who was in the process of killing another. He was in the process of killing a Pakistani man who had let him stay in his house because he was his Muslim brother. So he was stabbing him when Wayne Broadhurst turned up